Well, hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. Pop here, and we're continuing to survive in our brand new survival world. So far, I think we've been up about 4 or 5 Minecraft days. Um, we've been living so far. We've got a little bit of food, and we've got a strip mine started where, yeah, we were able to collect quite a bit of iron. So actually, we can get started now and start making some stuff and having some fun. Okay, so first off, let's see how much iron we have. Okay, we've got 29 done and we've got 15 more smelting, but we're down to our last piece of coal. I'm going to have to put a little bit more coal. We'll take 5 more pieces and stick those in. Okay, now, another thing I want to do is make some stairs leading down so I don't have to keep jumping up and down these blocks. So we're going to need some stairs for that. We're going to need a stone cutter. So I think what we'll do, we're going to need 1 piece of iron, but we're also going to need some stone. And we don't have any stone. And that's funny because this whole place is surrounded with stone, but we don't have any. That's because when we break stone with a pickaxe, we get cobblestone. And the way we get stone is we have to put the cobblestone back into the furnace and smelt it into stone. Another good way to get stone is to have an enchantment on your pickaxe, which is Silk Touch. And when you have Silk Touch on your pickaxe, it drops, every object drops the item that it is. So if you were to break an ore block, you're going to get an ore block in return. You're not going to get the ore. And you could actually place that ore block down later and build with it if you wanted to, or bring it back and store it in your chest. Um, 1 ore block typically can get you about 4 pieces of ore. And so that fills up your inventory kind of fast. So sometimes it's better to just bring back the ore blocks and then break them when you're in your storage area where you can put them right away into your chests. Okay, anyway, I'm waiting for this iron to get done so we can put in a couple of pieces of cobblestone, and then we're gonna make a stone cutter, and I'll show you why we're gonna do that. We can come over to the crafting table and make some cobblestone stairs right now. Um, let's see, here's our cobblestone stairs, but you see we would need actually 6 pieces of cobblestone to make 4 stairs. But with the stone cutter, we're able to get 4 stairs with just 4 pieces of cobblestone. So if ever you're working with stone and you need to make some slabs or some stairs, it's a little bit better to use the stone cutter because you get a lot more material. Uh, you won't be wasting anything. So let's get this iron out of here. Boom. And I'm going to put at least 3 pieces of cobblestone in for now so we can get 3 pieces of stone. And when that stone's done smelting, we'll make ourselves a stone cutter. In the meanwhile, we can come over here and start making ourselves some good tools. We have enough sticks that we can come down. Yes, let's make ourselves an iron sword. Okay, move the stone one up in case we happen to break our iron one. We have an emergency sword. Okay, let's make ourselves an iron axe. We'll use the stone axe till it breaks and then switch to the iron one. We'll make ourselves an iron pickaxe. Same thing, we'll use the stone one till it breaks, and we'll make ourselves an iron shovel. Great. Okay, while we're playing with the iron, why don't we come over here and make ourselves some boots. Okay, we got a pair of boots. Let's make ourselves a pair of iron leggings. Okay, and let's make ourselves an iron chest plate. I'm going to skip the helmet for now. I'm going to wait and see if we can get some gold. I prefer to have a gold helmet because gold is good to wear when you're in the nether. Piglins like gold and they won't attack you if they see you in gold. So now we can go to our inventory and we can place on our boots, place on our pants, place on our chest plate, and now we have some armor. Okay, we could come down here and take our stone, come back to our crafting table, and let's see if we can't find a stone cutter. Here, stone cutter, there we are. And we'll make one stone cutter. Okay, where are we going to put that? Oh, I'll close the door. I think we'll break out a few more blocks here. And maybe place it right here next to the chest. And then let's just place one more torch back here. Okay, now with the stone cutter, we could take our cobblestone, put our cobblestone up in there, and there's a couple of different things we can make. We can make some walls, some stairs, or some slabs. Okay, I'm going to make some stairs, and I'm going to make a full stack of them. So I can just hold shift and just click, and I'll get an entire stack. All my items will be crafted that I have in the stone cutter. Okay, and I'm going to make one more stack. And be careful, we don't want slabs. We want stairs. Now we could either click them off one at a time, or we could just hold, I said shift button, you want to hold your crouch button, okay, and click them down. Now we have some stairs. Now we could come in here, and we could start fixing our stairway so it's a little more comfortable going up and down. Oh, that was not supposed to happen. Okay. Okay, now you got to be careful. There's a couple of ways you can place stairs. If you click on the top of the block, what you're going to get is an upside down piece of stair. See how it's facing the wrong direction? And that's not what we want. So you have to click where you want the base of the stair to go. So you would click at the bottom of the blocks like this. Now what this is going to do, it's going to make us look like we're bumping our heads again when we're going up and down. So we may have to clear the top to give us some head clearance. But that just uncovers more blocks, and maybe we'll find more ore. Oh, I hear some zombies. There's got to be some caves around here somewhere that we covered up. But we can look down. We're clear. We're all lit up, so nothing's going to be down here below us. And I see cobblestone, so this is the area where we went through those caves. So if we want to bust through the walls later, we can do that there. And probably find some good ore. But for now, I'm just going to continue this stairway down. And yeah, it was a tall stairway going up, and it's a tall stairway going down. But I think we made it. Now you see, when we go up, we don't have to jump anymore. It's nice, smooth, up and down. And that's good. Okay, now that we're down here, and we have a little bit of armor. Yeah, we have some decent tools. I say we go down and we start looking for some diamonds. So what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to start making the stairway going down. We're going to work our way all the way down to say Y minus 57 or so. And there should be a lot of good ores down there. As soon as this stone tool breaks, we'll switch to iron. And that will go much faster. Now that's going to break also. I usually will carry 2 of those with me. But for now, just to get down here and get going, we'll do it the 1. Okay, again, we'll put our torches on the left. Now what is this? Doesn't look like coal. Okay, it's nothing we want. Just another type of block. Now, of course, when you see blocks like this, you might want to collect them to do some building. Now, I'm pretty sure this is cobbled deep slate. And you can see it's a little bit harder to break. My stone tool's having a little bit of trouble with it. I'm hearing something going on. Okay, there's our death of our stone. So now we take with the iron. You can see it goes a little faster. We're looking for lava. We're looking for water. We're looking for holes. Now there is a faster way to mine down, which I could show you, but it's It's by digging a huge hole. You have to be careful when you're digging straight down because you don't know what you may fall into. So there's a way you can do it by digging 2 blocks and standing in the middle of them. Now as you can see here, yeah, one false move and we're a goner. So we're going to have some trouble here going down any further. We try and find a way to build down there, and you can see, I can see there's some zombies down there. I don't know if this is going to be an abandoned mine shaft or what it is, but we can try to. No one says we have to keep going straight down. We can go across some and see if we can get across whatever this cavern is and try going down again. Getting dark, and make sure we don't step in a hole that we don't see. Looks like water and lava. Can we see how far that goes? No. I'm going to hold my crouch button so I don't fall here. Looks like a cavern with a huge lava lake. It would be nice to go down there and look around. Now that we have some armor, I don't really see a safe way to get down there though. We could just jump into the water and then we'd have to build our way back up, but I just don't want to jump down there willy-nilly into the water without knowing what's down there. So, yeah, let's not do that. Maybe we could dig to the side a little bit and have a view out here and see what we got. Okay, looks like a wall there where we might be able to start continuing our stairway. Okay, now that looks like at least 2 blocks high, so nothing's going to be able to jump up and get onto our stairway, so we can continue to go down from here possibly. Now hear the bubbling? That's lava. That's how you know there's lava around somewhere, and you need to be careful because you can hear it start to bubble. Usually when there's water above you, you can see little droplets that'll start to come through the stones, so you know you're getting close to water. I think lava does the same. Now we're down to Y minus 20. Our tool's getting pretty beat up. It's going to break soon. We don't want to get stuck without a tool down here. In case we fall into a hole or something, we'll find we won't be able to get our way out if we can't dig. So we want to be really careful about that. So I'm going to turn around and go back. Now I was kind of hoping we can get all the way down, and I was just going to build a crafting table and make a new tool. Now here's a cave we could go into. It looks kind of tempting actually, and this is the kind of thing you can do. With our stairway coming down, we can break a block and go in here and get out our sword. Sometimes there's some exposed ores you could take advantage of. I do hear lava, and I hear a skeleton. We didn't make a shield. It's one thing we should have made. Oh, did you see the skeleton? He's down there. Alright, we're not going to be able to get him from up here. Luckily, he doesn't have a line on us. And there's the lava pool. If we fall into the lava, yes, we die. We could swim our way through the water. And there's a glow squid. If we kill him, we get some glow ink. And that's a good resource. It's good to put on your signs. It lights up your letters on your sign. And you could dye them whatever color you want. That makes for some really cool looking stuff. Okay, anyway, I guess this is the lava pool we were trying to get through. And we ended up going around, which is okay. Where's Mr. Skeleton? He's back there. Look, he shot an arrow at us. Hey, Mr. Skeleton, where you at? There he is. See him? He can't get us. He's back there. He'll keep trying though. Now, where's our stairwell? Right here. We'll put a block back up so nothing can get through there. Okay, and then we'll go back and fix our tool up. Matter of fact, we have some stairs. Let's make this a little more convenient. Let's see how we can do this. Thing is, if I put a block here, I guess that will work. There we go. Now we can just duck into our little safe room here. Make ourselves a new pickaxe. We have enough iron. So make one pickaxe. And I'm going to make two because we know we're going to break this one in a minute. So, okay. I'm going to get back down and keep digging. Much, much better going down. And we're not even bumping our head. That's not too bad. Okay, now let's not goof this one up. Or we're going to want to put a stair on here. So that means we have to break that. And look what we have here. Some gold. I hear lava, so you want to be careful. We try to stay in a safe place so if lava were to come out, it would run down here and it couldn't get over here to me. You have to keep that in mind. Okay, let's keep going down. That's our first gold. So that means we're going to be able to make our helmet. And what is this we hit? Did we find an amethyst geode? We did. Now what we find in here is amethyst crystals. Oh geez, it's funny how we're going to tunnel right through this thing. I don't know if I want to do that. Now here's the thing. You can see these blocks here. It has an X pattern on it. They're the blocks that crystals grow on. And there's only so many of them, and you can't recreate them. Once they're gone, they're gone. So you generally don't want to break those blocks because you could come in here and you can mine these crystals and you could use them to make tinted glass and some other things. So there's these geodes. Usually you find them in the water, in the ocean. But this is cool. I'm going to leave this open because this is where we could come and get some crystals and hopefully see. I don't want to mine through that guy right there because that means no crystals are going to grow on there. So you know what? We're going to go right over that. I'll place the torch here. And this is calcite, which is a rare block. Okay, we could just go right through this. And not damage. How do you like the twinkle when those blocks break? Okay, so I don't think we damaged any of the... Let's see, did I get any crystal shards? No. Okay, so we didn't damage any of the blocks that grow crystals. So those crystals will get bigger and bigger and bigger. When they're full size, you can break them off. And then they'll regrow. Like this looks like a full-grown one right here. But I'm not going to break it because I don't want to jump down there and get them. They'll stay there for us. They're not going anywhere. So now that we're past that, I'm going to continue down. Let's get these out of here. That's a good find. That's a very, very rare find. For the beginning of the game, I never accidentally came across one of those. And look what we got, our first diamonds. That's really, really what we're here for. Okay. Let's mean iron. It's okay to get started. But really, you want all your gear to be made out of diamonds. Okay, now we got to be careful. Sometimes there's lava behind the diamonds. Usually I'll dig out the whole area of diamonds to see how many there are first. Looks like there's only going to be those 2. I'm just going to dig around a little bit just to make sure. Yeah, looks like those are going to be the only 2. That's okay. We broke 2 blocks. We've got 3 diamonds. So you have a chance of getting anywhere from 1, 2, 3, or 4 diamonds. Usually, unless you have fortune on your pickaxe. Fortune is an enchantment you could put on your pickaxe that allows you to get more loot. Or a chance of getting more yield out of your blocks that you break. I think this is tuft. Again, all these blocks are good to build with. Put in your color palette. Some blocks go really well together, others don't. It's something you have to experiment with, something I'm not very good at myself. My builds aren't usually that visually exciting. I tend to build just a structure that's going to get done what I need. A lot of my bases are just plain walls, and I don't really do a whole lot of decorating or stuff. Till I get bored, don't have any missions or adventures to do, then I mess around with some of that stuff. But my first priority is efficiency. I want to get the things I need and make the game a little easier to play, more like creative, when I have access to all kinds of different resources without having to do all this grinding to get them. And now guess what? We found our way down. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just digging. We're at level 57. And did you see we got some blackstone? Or bedrock, I mean. Now bedrock is a block you cannot break. No matter what you use, you can't get through it. That's what your bottom of your world is surrounded with. Once you get to there, you are at rock bottom and can't go any further. So, I'm not going to worry about being totally rock bottom. 57, you know what? Let's make it 58. Yeah, 57. That's where we're going to do some mining. Okay, everybody. I guess that's where I'm going to end this episode. We successfully made our way all the way down to Y minus 57, where in the next episode we can start a little strip mine just like we did up there on Y11, and we could try our luck and see if we could find any more goodies. We did in this episode manage to get ourselves some iron boots, iron pants, and iron leggings. We got ourselves an iron sword, and we got a shield that we can use to keep us safe from skeleton arrows and stuff. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. Anyway, I really thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. And we'll see you back in the next one when we go down to minus Y57. See if we can find ourselves a few more diamonds, another piece of gold, so we can get our helmet on. And yeah, maybe we can take a trip and see what that nether looks like. Okay. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one. Okay. Bye bye.